Good morning, everyone. Observation King here with you again, and it's a very fine morning. And I just want to give you an overall update of all of my plants over here. So I'm just giving you a general view of what I've got so far, and I'll go on to explain individually. So that's what we have so far. Okay, so I'll start off with the cucumber. You may have noticed one of two things so far straight away, and it's the fact that I've attached some twine from the base of one of the stems all the way up to a light we actually have above our balcony here. Now the reason I've done this is because the cucumber plant and the watermelon plant was literally just competing with each other to like shoot out vines, and it was becoming like a mini war between like which plant can produce the most vines. It was quite funny to see, and I decided that at some point I would need to actually support this because the vine was getting quite heavy. Like this one over here, it's being supported by the cucumber leaf, but the vines were getting quite heavy, and eventually, if nothing was done, it would have snapped, and we don't want that. So I've attached it over here, and I will continue to attach it using these sort of like cable ties over here onto the string to keep it growing upwards. And we've even got a baby cucumber on this one right there, so we'll be having some cucumbers hanging off this string. So that's that. And just about 11 days ago, I remembered I showed you guys my watermelon plants and how they were developing. And now just 11 days later, the biggest one is already bigger than a golf ball. Like, that is really impressive for 11 days. I've been giving it a liquid feed every week, and the one that was growing a bit further up hasn't actually caught up in size just yet because this melon over here is actually lower on the same vine, so he's receiving all the nutrients first, and the second one is receiving the nutrients second. But by the time he's taken all of it, he only gets a very small amount. So he hasn't died, but he's going to catch up later. And over here we have our sunflowers. This is the shortest one, but you can see it's about to produce the head over here. And then if I move over to this one, we have this one already producing a good head. You can start to see it's bending, and eventually it will actually completely bend at a 90-degree angle, and this will open. Over here we've got our tomato plants that is shooting through the beans, and as well as the cucumber, which has actually found a way to grow over there, and it's about to produce tomatoes at some point. There's some flowers on there, but they just haven't come out yet. More tomatoes that have grown over here. It's a bit difficult to see because it's in between the runner beans as well. But that's my tomato plant just over here. The runner beans have completely shot all the way over there, and they're coming back. They've gone on top of the satellite. They're just growing everywhere, and I'm very happy with this. Very, very happy indeed. And if I go underneath, you can see I have my poppies over here that I've hand pollinated myself, and they will be producing seed pods for me. Again, on the cucumber, they've got so many male flowers open right now, as well as females. You can see how vigorous it's becoming. And of course, we had the chili plant, which has been doing very well ever since day one. Lots of flowers on this thing. It's soon going to produce some chilies for us. Again, I'm not really sure what variety this is, because this is simply a chili I took off the market, dried the seeds and grew it. And I'm still very impressed with the results so far. And lastly, the tomatoes on this plant, you can see the trusses are developing quite well. Remember guys, this is actually a hybrid plant, so it's not actually a true to type tomato, but it was more of an experiment to see what we would get. And so far, I'm happy with what I'm getting. I don't know whether this is going to become big or not, because it's a mixture of a big tomato and a small one, but we'll just have to see what we get. So I'm definitely getting good tomatoes. So if we go down here, that's my strawberry plant. It's actually sent out what we call a runner, which is going to become a new strawberry plant. And if I go underneath all of this foliage, I've let that grow in there, and eventually when that grows well enough, I'm going to snip this part and uproot that strawberry and put it in a new pot so I can get a new strawberry plant. That's what I did for this one. So yeah, and I've got again some wildflowers and the first strawberry we ever had. It's really like a jungle here right now. And of course we have our cucumbers growing too, and you can see how that's picking up on some size. Sorry about the blur. There we go. We've got another one in the background over there. And yeah, everything's doing pretty good. We've been getting some bees recently, so I'm happy about that. And yeah, so that's basically the update on pretty much my entire balcony. So thanks for watching my video, and I will definitely keep you guys updated until harvest time. Peace out.